Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into another show. We are actually already back in the United States of America. That's right. We really are. But hey, we got a little bit of a late start here with videoing. Doesn't mean it's going to be a boring video, right? It just means we started late in the day. Yeah, I guess they didn't realize at the shop that I was supposed to be going out this morning, and so they only got the truck into the shop to do a grease job and all that, wash the truck, and they finally changed my windshield wipers and stuff like that. So I guess they didn't realize that until this morning, and as I told you yesterday on my yesterday's video, we are now a company driver. We drive a company truck now. So yeah, everything is a little different now, right? But that's okay. It doesn't mean it's in a bad way. I like it. So far I enjoy being a company driver, and I probably will keep it like this for a long time to come. You guys know me. Once I do something or make a job change or something like that, you know, we stick around for a long time. And the thing is, you know, I'm still with the same company. Company still hasn't changed. It's just, we're now a company driver, no longer an owner-operator, or owner-operator leased to the company or anything like that. I will never see my truck again, or it's not my truck anymore, I guess I could say, but used to be my truck, but whatever. Here we go, just hammer down time. Yeah, we are on our way to Midland, Michigan. Not the best trip, but hey, it is what it is. We had a pretty good trip last week. Went down to North Carolina and back home. That was a pretty good trip. I was really happy with that trip. Couldn't complain there at all. Anyhow, let's hammer down and get on down the road. I appreciate you guys tuning in again for another show. Looks like we got somebody parked here on the shoulder, and it looks like they lost something because they're walking somewhere to, I guess, try and see if they can find it, but they're walking anyways. Oh, it's some native people. I guess they're doing a little walk of some sort. Not sure exactly what they're walking for, but I'm sure they're walking for something. Anyhow, I'm hoping they updated my GPS, my satellite here. Because the last couple of trips, the bypass for the scale wasn't working correctly, so I wasn't getting the bypasses like I used to get on my truck with the scales, like, you know, I have that pre-pass or whatever you want to call it. And now it wasn't working correctly on this one. I'm hoping that they updated it. I guess I'll see that here in a little bit, because I remember this one used to have it. So we'll see if this one will work today, but if not, it's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, let's hammer down and enjoy the rest of our day. We are now in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Well, it may be in Minnesota already, but hey, close enough to me. They're so close together. It just, I think the state line is over there by that bridge, but yeah, I think that's what it is. So we are technically still in North Dakota. But we are now on Highway 2, heading towards Minnesota, and we will be crossing the border here just in about a quarter mile. Right there where that bridge is coming up, that is where the state line is for Minnesota. And then we'll be in Minnesota. Yeah, this construction has been going on here for a good while already. Which, you know, that's nothing wrong with that. At least they're fixing the road up here and making it nice and smooth again. But it is really, really windy today. Up to like 48 kilometers an hour, which is, I would say, very, well, 40 is 26, 27 miles an hour. So that's pretty windy already. I mean, it's not crazy windy, but it is fairly windy, that's all I can say. Probably even too windy for me to be willing to fly the drone even, so Probably. I mean, you could do it, but I don't know. I mean, the drone is supposed to be able to handle up to, well, it's supposed to be able to go in sports mode up to 45 miles an hour, but then I would have to put it in sports mode, right? And generally I don't, because then it turns off the sensors. I do it once in a while just to have a little fun, but for the most part I just kind of leave it in regular P mode, so that way we can have the sensors activated, and you know, if an object is in the way, it will tell me, right? And that's real handy to have. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and continue on cruising along here. Other than that, it is a gorgeous day. It really is. Actually, it's pretty warm. About 32, 33 degrees Celsius again. But I think next week it's supposed to start cooling down, is what the weather forecast I think was saying. So might be a little bit cooler next week, which, you know, I think I would be happy to take that next week, because hey, nothing wrong with having a little cooler temperature for a change, especially after a couple of weeks of plus 33 degrees, you know. It's getting on you. It's getting to be pretty warm, that's for sure. Just took me a little bit of a break. Had to go take my half-an-hour break. Boston or Minnesota or whatever this town is called. And now it's time to get at it again, and that's exactly what we're doing. Feels like that wind is starting to slow down a little bit. Not sure if it actually is. I didn't think of checking the weather before I left, but yeah, they have a little bit of a pullover area up here. And went and pulled in there and took my half-an-hour break, and now it's time to hammer down again. That's right. Oh, they got a DQ right there. Doesn't look like it's officially completely open yet, but who knows? Maybe it just looks that way, but sometimes looks can be deceiving, right? I guess maybe at one point this used to be an army place or whatever, because look at here on the left. They got some army memorabilia or whatever you want to call them, helicopters and stuff like that up there. Looks kind of cool. So I don't know if it used to be or is still a military town or whatever you want to call it. Who knows? All I know is we're going to go ahead and get on the hammer down and get on out of here. That's all I know. Right now it's 5:24 in the afternoon, and our goal is to try and make it up to Ashland, Wisconsin tonight, but not 100% sure if that's actually going to end up happening. I know it's a little bit of a rough road up here, but hey, we are getting to the point where the sun is starting to go down a little bit behind us over there. Yeah, starting to get a little bit darker. Although on the screen it still may look alright, but it is starting to go down, that sun. Oh well, yeah, it's okay. We still got a good ways to go yet. We still have 658 more miles to go until we get to Midland, Michigan. Yeah, I know this road is a little rough here right now, but oh well, nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. Anyways, my goal originally was to make it up to Ashland, but I'm starting to doubt it more and more that I may just call it a day up there in Superior, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see how I feel when I get there. You know, the thing is, I don't have no appointment, and usually we have appointments at this place that I deliver to. And so I'm not sure. What I'm afraid of what's going to happen is I'm going to get there tomorrow night, and then Monday they will contact the shipper and make an appointment, and then it will be like for at noon, and then I'll end up sitting there half a day, you know. And I really would hate to have that happen, you know. So I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should push it later tonight, and then I could make it in there tomorrow night. I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should do that or not, because there really isn't much, you know, like, well, there really isn't anything there. If I go all the way up there, I gotta have food in the truck. Otherwise, I ain't eating anything over there. And if I have to sit there all the way to lunchtime, I'm gonna be hungry. So yeah, I'm kind of debating on whether or not I should do it. So we'll see. I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to Superior and make that decision when I get there. I know I'm gonna need to get fuel there, so that way I can, you know, if I do get a load straight coming back on the northern part here, at least then I know I'll have fuel to make it back to Superior, right? But yeah, anyhow, oh, there's a guy coming with a nice boat right there. Yeah, somebody's got lots of money, they can afford a nice boat. My thing with making good money is history now. I mean, we're a company driver now, right? So, yeah, we used to have pretty decent paychecks as an owner-operator, but then we had so many high bills with that truck that I just couldn't do it anymore, so now we had to go back to being a company driver, which I guess that's okay. I like it. I really do like it. I don't know how good the money is going to be, but we'll survive somehow or another. We'll have to make it happen. Anyhow, let's get on down the road and keep my fingers crossed we can possibly make it to Ashland tonight. Alright guys, we have actually made it all the way to Ashland here last night, and now it's the next morning again. You guys know how I like to do it, right? That's it. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Yeah, I doubt it. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a big lake over there, and yeah, just figured I would show you guys that a little bit. But yeah, we have made it to Ashland. We're at the Quick Trip truck stop that they built here. I think it was opened last year, but anyways, it's only been open a short time. But yeah, we are just woken up here the next morning, and yeah, we got here quite late. I think around 11 o'clock last night. So yep, had a good night's sleep, and now it's time to get up and get rolling again. So I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and close off the show. I know it's probably a little bit of a shorter show, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes they're shorter, sometimes they're longer. You know, especially if we have something really awesome happening or meet up with somebody or whatever, then the show may be longer, right? But anyways, I cleaned my windshield last night just before I took off from Superior after fueling up. And now it's all dirty again, so I gotta pull into the fuel island here yet and clean my windshield and make sure that's all nice and clean, and then we'll continue on with our journey. So stick around and come back and check us out again tomorrow. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, and if you're new to our channel, would love to have you on board by hitting that subscribe button. That's of course if you like our show, and if you don't like it, well, you can always go somewhere else. Find some other videos that you may like, right? And subscribe to those channels. But for us, you know, check us out, and if you like what you see, subscribe and follow our daily journey. That's right. With that being said, have a blessed day, everybody, and we'll be back here tomorrow.
You can bring